Hello everyone and welcome to Mike Burr Thomas episode 17. At the end of episode 16, our man had just told Denise at great length his childhood sob story and how he got into welding and how he got to be on the oil rigs. I missed a lot of it out because A, it was boring, and B, it was one of those recordings that mysteriously developed an echo partway through. At the end of the call, Denise was insistent that the agency that he was using, that apparently has branches all over the world, should have a website, and that it shouldn't be hard to find the number for their London office, so that Lola could speak to Andrew Linton. "Love you," he said when the call was ended. Followed the next day. "Good morning," said Denise that morning, because she hadn't heard from him for almost 24 hours. "Do you have the website for that company, or the phone number of their London office so Lola can call them?" He tried calling Denise, but she wasn't there. "Good afternoon to you, darling. How are you doing today? And how's your health?" "I'm fine, thanks. How are you doing, and how's your health? Did you eat lunch? And if so, what did you have? I know these things matter to you." "Sorry, I missed your call," she said. "I was upstairs changing the bed. Did you get your retirement confirmation?" Remember, he's waiting for his retirement papers. And so he called her.
Hello, honey.
"Hello, darling."
Yo, how are you doing?
"Oh, well, thank you very much. How are you doing?"
Yeah, I'm doing fine, apart from the fact that I miss hearing your beautiful voice.
"Oh, I thought you'd disappeared. You didn't see you must have been busy today."
Yeah, I was very busy today.
"Oh, what were you doing?"
Yeah, the email of document for me, I had to go through the documents and sign them as early this morning, and I had to do some job completion, and which I had to spend my time on it. That's why, and I need to get it done.
Oh, right. So,
It's
so
about
you,
my
you got all the
yeah.
retirement
It's about
stuff then?
Yeah, I got the document. That's what I just said. I
Yeah,
signed the document,
yeah.
and they said I should do some completion. So that's what I was trying to do since this morning. You
All
know,
right, okay. Oh, that's good. At least you've got
yeah,
them.
yeah. I was able to sign the document, and the document was able to fax to them today.
All right. Oh,
So
that's
they
good.
said, yeah, they said they'll get back to me on it for confirmation. So I'm just hoping to hear from them again
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah. Oh, I'm sure you will. So, did you manage to get the what do they call it? What did Lola call it? The website address for that company and the phone number for their London office?
No, honey. They said that this is an analog company. It's not a digital company. It's an analog company. That's what they tried to explain to me today
I
when I
don't know
was
what you
trying to
mean,
make rounds
I
and
don't know
all
what
that.
I don't know what that means, darling.
It means that what they told me is that they don't do anything online because they're trying to be safe as they got in trouble before and they were being hacked. So they said they don't do anything online. They only do email confirmation and call. That's all they do.
Well, then they must have been, if they do calls, they must have been able to give you the phone number for their London office.
The reason why they told me that they just have a single number that you can call and you can talk to the agent, any of the agents, is because they said that the company have been on a big risk ever since they lost a very huge amount of money for customer talking to an agent. So everything you have to do, you have to deal with the company directly. So that's what I'm doing.
You're
They told
talking to
me
another
Lola
dod
just need
you're talking to another dodgy company, aren't you? A company that's lost a large amount of money. I'm not sending money to a company that's already lost a large amount of money, darling. Are they going out of business?
no.
Everybody has a website these days, darling. Even my grandsons have got websites.
Yes, Sonny, that's what I'm trying to explain to you, how they work.
What you're
I
trying to
know
explain that
people here.
they have got a website and you've got it wrong. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, look what I'm trying to explain to you, Ronnie.
Yeah, you're trying to explain that they have got a website, but you haven't managed to find it. Everybody's got a website these days, darling, and any company that's lost a large amount of money isn't a company I want to deal with. I think you
Yeah,
pick in dodgy companies because
this
they're
is.
cheap, don't you, darling?
Can you listen to me, honey?
If you give
Here's
me
what
an
I'm trying to
explanation,
say to
if
you.
you give me an explanation that makes sense, yes. But I don't believe a word you're saying. You're just trying to make excuses for the fact that you're using another dodgy company, aren't you?
This is what I've been told to do, because right here I'm seeing someone like a agent physically right here on the rig that I'm talking to
You've got an
right
agent
now.
on the rig. Well, get his phone number and Lola can talk to him. What's his name?
Okay, I think I've sent the number to you before, that Lola called the money that Lola went to send the 1,000. Lola must have called them before.
Well, who was it she called before? That was, I don't remember. Wasn't because we've had two companies and I've got confused, darling. Who did she
Yeah,
speak to before?
it's the second one. It was Kingsley, not Mr. Bully. You know,
Yeah, well,
Lola spoke to
she
Kingsley the
needs,
morning.
yeah, she needs to speak to the agent on your rig. What's his number?
Okay, that same number, I will send the number to you again so Lola can call and
Yeah,
speak to them,
and tell him that
because
when Lola calls, she wants the number of Andrew Linton, the one that's got the bank account.
the one that's got the bank account.
Yeah, the one whose name is on the bank
Yeah,
account. In the London
yeah,
office,
here's
you
what they
remember
told me.
their office in
Yeah,
Canary Wharf, this worldwide company that apparently only has one number. I don't know how stupid you think I am, darling. It's not a worldwide company, is it? It's just some agent on your oil rig who's doing a cheap deal, isn't it?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, I'm
that's
pretty
what I'm
sure as
trying
well.
that's what I'm trying to think
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Can you find a proper company, darling? I'm not paying some random agent who claims he's got a worldwide company when actually it's just one man on your oil rig. Because we both know it's not a worldwide company, is it? Otherwise, it would
You
have all
know,
sorts of offices, and there'd be a phone number for their London office and a web address, wouldn't there, darling?
yes, darling.
Exactly.
What
So
I'm trying,
can you find a
yeah,
proper agency, please, darling? One with a proper business account. I'm not going to let Lola send any more money to somebody's private bank account because I don't know where it's going. And
no,
you've already said they've lost a large amount of money. So I guess one of their agents stole it, didn't they?
no, look, what are you won't let me talk to you, because I want to tell you what they told me, so you listen just like I
No,
should
darling,
listen to them when they're telling me.
I'm not interested in the stupid stories that some man on your oil rig told you. You're a grown man, you're an experienced businessman. You must know the difference
Yeah,
between a man on an oil rig who's telling you porky pies, telling you he's got a worldwide company when all he's got is one mobile phone number, and a proper agency that hires helicopters. I want a proper agency, please. I'm not paying one man with a private bank account. I don't even know who he is. I mean, you don't even know who Andrew
yeah,
Linton is, do you?
yeah. Look, what I'm trying to tell you is that they told me that if the money hasn't gone through, that Lola can go to her bank and confirm if the money have gone through, and she can as well print a statement of account. That's it, for her to be sure that the 1,000 have gone through. Because these people right here, they've been honest to me, because they showed me the bank account where they give you the account number to pay the money, but the money is not there in. So they said if Lola can get the confirmation from the bank, they'll be able to contact Andrew Linton's bank, and for the bank to have the money deposited in Andrew Linton's account.
Right, you didn't listen to a word I said, did you? Not a single word that I said. So I'll say it
I
again, and
listened to you.
I'll say everything twice because I know I have to say everything twice for you to understand it. I will not let, as in me, I will not let Lola, that is my daughter-in-law Lola, send any more money no more money to a private bank account, somebody's private bank account. I want a proper business, a proper business account. I don't believe, as in, I don't believe the man on your oil rig has an international company with lots of offices. As in, he doesn't have any offices worldwide at all, does he? He's not a proper company. All international companies have websites these days. Any international company that doesn't have a website isn't an international company, is it, darling? And if he's got an office in London, then he can give you its phone number. And I don't know who Andrew Linton is, but he certainly isn't a business account. Did you understand that, darling? No more money
Yeah, I
unless I get
understand.
a proper business account with a proper invoice. And if it's an international
Okay.
company, I want to see its website. I want to know where its offices are. And it wouldn't just have one mobile phone number, would it? One mobile phone number doesn't make an international company. And all their agents can't possibly use the same phone number because they'd be far too busy. They'd have a main switchboard at the very least. Do you know what a main switchboard is, darling? It transfers calls to the various staff within each office, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not interested
Yes,
in the
honey.
£1,000 because you're not getting any more unless or until I get a proper agency, darling. So you better go and speak to
Okay.
that man
Yeah,
on your oil
I'll
rig,
talk.
whoever he is, and tell him that I don't believe that he's part of an international company. If he can't give me a number for his London office, if he hasn't got a website, and if he gives me somebody's private bank account. Does that make sense, darling? Because I'm not saying it all again.
Yeah, you're making sense, honey.
Good,
So
darling.
I'll tell
Because you're an
them.
experienced,
I'll need to tell them.
you're an experienced businessman. I'm sure you can work all that out for yourself. You're not
Yeah,
17. You're
honey.
67, darling. You've been in business for years. So I want
Yes, honey.
I want
So
a proper, reputable agency that hires proper companies. I want to know which company. I want to know which company is supplying the helicopter. Did you get that, darling? I want to know
okay.
which
Right
company
now.
is supplying the helicopter, and I want a proper agency, preferably with more than one quote. Do you understand that? So at least two quotes from different helicopter companies telling me what I'm paying for and not somebody's private bank account. I did used to be an accountant. I know when somebody's trying to pull the wool over my eyes, darling. And I don't trust that man on your oil rig, whoever he is. You've gone very quiet, darling. I'm sure you could just go online and Google helicopter companies and hire one for yourself. You've disappeared or you're struck dumb. Hello again.
Yeah, hello, darling. Are you there, darling?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say, what
I
I'm
can't
trying to
I
say
can't
to
hear
you is that,
I can't hear you. I can hardly hear you.
yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, that's better, yeah.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that if it's not a company account, then we will not send money to any account. That's what I'll try to let them understand. But first, they need to find a way for them to show us that they've gotten the 1,000. That's why I'm trying to get to talk to Lola. If there's anything Lola can do, if it's for Lola to call a bank, for a bank to push the payment to the account of the 1,000. So I don't really know what to do now. That's why I'm talking to you.
Well, what you need to do is go and wash out your ears. You've obviously got wax in your ears. You need to wash out your ears, right? Because I'll say it all again. I will not let Lola send any more money, right? Did you get that? I will not let Lola send any more money to this fake agency. I don't believe a word that they're telling you, darling. No
Yes,
agency.
Sonny.
Right,
I
good.
understand you, honey.
Awesome.
I
So the
understand
thousand
everything
pounds.
that you said.
Awesome. So the £1,000 doesn't matter, does it, darling? Because the rest, I'm not sending any more unless you
Yeah, I
find
will try.
a
Yeah, I will
proper
try.
agency. I'm not sending any more anyway.
Yeah, I'll try to talk to them and get a proper agency and a
Yeah,
company account that you can send money to. Is that
you
correct?
do that. You
Yes,
find a
Sonny.
proper
I'll.
agency, and I want at least 2 quotes from proper helicopter companies. I want to know which companies are giving your agent or agency or whatever you decide to use the quote. So, whatever the company's called, I don't know, I can't think of any helicopter companies. Bristow, they were in the news the other day. So, at least 2 quotes from proper helicopter companies and a proper agency with a proper address and proper contact details, and no bullshit about being a worldwide company when all they've got is a mobile phone number for somebody is sitting on your oil rig pretending he's got a worldwide company when he hasn't. What is he, the cleaner or the kitchen hand or something, pretending he does a bit of work on the side?
Let's just forget about all that for now and talk about ourselves, okay?
Yeah, so I'll
I
take
don't
that as
want
yes.
nothing.
Actually, he's just the kitchen porter who told you he could do you a good deal, and he.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought he
I don't
was.
want to talk about I don't want to talk about anything that's going to stress me or stress you, because I really don't want us stressing about anything.
No, I think that's a good idea,
Okay?
darling.
Yeah. So what did you do today?
I'll get Lola to go to the bank and get that money back if that man hasn't had it. If he won't talk to her
The
and he claims he
1,000?
hasn't, yeah, if he won't talk to her and he claims he hasn't got it, I'll get her to go into the bank and reverse the transaction if he hasn't already got it.
Yeah, the transaction can be reversed, but it will be a good thing. I'm just bringing an idea, right? So it would be a good thing if Lola can confirm if the money has gone through or not. Then we know that if we're going to reverse the payment or not. Do you understand me?
Yeah, well, she'll go into the bank, and if it hasn't gone through, then or at least if it's reversible, she'll reverse the transaction. Because if he doesn't think he's got it, then maybe she typed the number wrongly or something, and he hasn't got it. In which case, she can just get the money back, can't she? Don't know what happened there,
Darling,
darling. You
you,
disappeared.
yeah, the signal is very poor.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, if Lola just typed something wrongly, maybe I don't know, maybe she got the number wrong or something on the bank account. If the money hasn't gone through, she can just go and get it back, can't she?
No, just ask her to send it so that we will
No,
be sure
darling, I
of
am not.
everything.
I know you haven't washed out your ears, and I do realise you're a bit thick sometimes. I am not sending any more money, right? Not another single penny until I've got the address
Okay,
of a proper agency. And if that money can be, if Lola can get that money back, she will get it back. She's certainly not sending it to whoever that Andrew Linton is,
okay,
if it won't even talk to her.
okay,
Did you
okay,
understand that,
okay,
darling?
okay. Now,
Darling,
yeah, I
you
understand you.
understand.
I
Right, so you
understand you, darling.
understand
Yeah,
that
darling.
Andrew Linton is not getting any money unless he speaks to Lola, and you understand that I'm not sending any more to that kitchen porter or whatever he is on your oil rig.
Okay, okay,
Awesome.
honey, I understand you,
Good.
and it's for the
Good.
best of us, okay?
Of
So we
course
don't
it is,
stress
darling.
over nothing, so we know we're dealing with a company directly.
Exactly,
So
darling.
yeah, I'll try to get a proper agency whereby everything will be done correctly,
Okay, darling.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure if I can get the correct agency, you can deal with them directly, right?
Good. That would be much better, darling. That's how it should be.
Yes, Sonny. You know, you're my wife, like I told you, United Nation. when I was talking to them about my retirement, I told them I was going to join my wife. That's why I'm requesting for the retirement. So they already knows I have a wife, so my wife will be contacting anything I'm doing. She'll be involved in anything I'm doing. That's what I told them.
Well, then you were lying, weren't you, darling? Because I don't remember a wedding ceremony.
Yeah, I know we haven't done a wedding ceremony, but I have to tell them that I'm going to join my wife and my
No,
wife.
you don't,
I need
darling.
to tell them.
Lying to get your pension is very definitely not good, darling. You do know I used to be an accountant. I do understand legal matters in relation to finance. You need to tell them you're joining your fiance. If you lie and tell them you're married and then they find that you're not, your pension will be invalid and you won't get anything, will you, darling?
Yeah, I told them this is the reason why I told them my wife. When they asked me if we're legally married, I told them we're not legally married, but I told them as soon as I get to you that we're getting married, so they understand the meaning when I said my wife.
No, darling, that makes me your fiance, and if you're filling it in on a piece of paper, the United Nations is not two people sitting behind the desk on your oil rig. The United Nations
No,
is a vast organisation,
no,
darling. They're not going to talk to you
I
on the
feel
phone and remember who you are.
yeah, yeah, I feel my fiance. I told you I was talking to them when I said my wife, not on paper. On paper, I feel fiance
Awesome. Well,
about
then,
getting married. Yeah, but when I was talking to them on phone, I told them my wife, but we're not legally married yet.
well, as I say, whatever you said to them on the phone, I'm sure they don't even care.
Yeah, they don't care. It's what I feel on paper and sign. That's what they care about.
Exactly.
I love you so much, and I'm adding you on everything I'm doing. You know.
Good, darling. Well, I think you should go and
So what did you?
I think you should go and spend some time finding a proper agency to get your helicopter, don't you?
Yes, Sonny, but we need to. I'll try and find that, but we need to be waiting from now to the Saturday, Sunday. He said, Lola said, in eight in 8 days from now, because 2 days I've counted out of the 10 days. So I'll try and get the agency before the 10 days will be correctly, right?
Yes, darling.
Yeah. So Lola will need to go to the bank tomorrow to see if she can get the 1,000 returned back to her account, right?
She'll do that, darling. Well, I hope she will. She hasn't been
Yeah.
around today. She was up in London, I think, today.
Yeah, because I don't want us going through any more stress. I just want us anything that we're doing, we should be moving forward.
Exactly, darling. And it's you that's causing the stress, isn't it? Just by just being stupid and using tin pot companies. When you're an experienced oil rig engineer, you should know all the proper agencies.
Yeah, I know. I don't know all the proper agencies. That's why, I told you about coming here in Scotland. If it was Canada, I have a proper agency that they can just, I can contact them right now and everything will be done accordingly, directly.
Well, why don't you contact them and they'll give you a proper rate? They can tell you a proper agency in the UK, can't they?
Okay, you want me to contact the company in Canada so they can give me a proper agency here in UK, right?
Oh, brilliant. So I did only have to say it once.
Yeah, you remember I told you it will cost about 15,000. Remember I told you that in Canada. That's why I'm just trying to manage the expenses. I don't want you spending much money, even though I'm going to pay you back.
You're not in Canada, darling. You're in Scotland.
Yeah, I'm in Scotland, but I told you in Canada it will cost about 15,000.
Yeah, but you're not in Scotland. You're not in Canada, darling.
Yes, darling. So I'll try to contact the company and see what they said about it, okay? And I'll
Y-
surely do let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So tell me, what did you do today? What did you spend most of your day doing today?
Oh, I was just doing housework. I changed the bed and I did some cleaning. I picked some beans in the garden and froze them.
Please, the network is breaking. I couldn't hear you clearly.
I said I did some cleaning. I picked some beans from the garden and froze them. I changed the
Oh,
bed.
that that's good. So I just wish that I was right there with you to give you assistance and help you do the gardens.
Yeah, well, if you ever find a proper agency, you'll be here. Otherwise, you might have to spend the rest of your life on the oil rig.
No, I don't want to spend the rest of my life in the oil rig. I just want to be with you on.
Yeah, well, then you'd better find a proper agency, hadn't you? I suggest you go and do that. It's probably the
Okay,
right
honey.
time to phone them in Canada and see if they've got any contacts over here, isn't it?
Yes, honey. You know, I love you so much, and I'm going to do everything for our happiness and for us to be together.
I know that, darling.
Yeah. And I was thinking about you just too much today. Everything I'm doing, I'm just thinking about how sexy your voice is, and your voice keeps singing in my heart.
Yes, darling, I know it does. Anyway, I'll better let you go and phone your agency in Canada. They've probably got several contacts over here. They can probably put you in contact with several different agencies. You could phone several of them and get several quotes, couldn't you?
Okay, honey. I'll do that, okay?
In fact, I'm surprised the office on your rig doesn't have a list of all the agencies that supply helicopters to them. They probably have, you know.
Yeah, because the list that they gave me are helicopters. I'm seeing like today the company instructed some workers to go to the land, and I saw about three helicopters right here.
Yeah,
Three
so just
helicopters came in
phone the
right
companies
here.
phone the companies that owns all those helicopters then.
Okay, I'll do that, honey. I'll let you know about it, okay?
Okay, then.
Yeah, you take care of your beautiful self, okay?
I will do, darling.
Yeah, I know that I love you so much and you're always in my heart, okay?
I know that, darling.
Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't send you a good morning message today. It's because I was busy. I woke up very early and started doing some runnings, some paperwork, signing some documents, and all that. That's why.
That's all right, darling. As long as you weren't attacked by pirates during the night, that would have been bad.
You said what?
I said, as long as you weren't attacked by pirates in the middle of the night.
Hmm. Nope, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. If pirates is going to come close to me, because I know that I'm being protected by God, and God is guiding me, my creator.
Oh, I thought that was the dogs that were protecting you.
Even if the dogs are protecting me for physical security, at least our creator needs to protect us spiritually, right?
Yeah, if you say so, darling.
Yeah. I love talking to you, and I love hearing your beautiful voice, and I can't wait to hear them for lifetime. Spending much time with you, spending much time being around you, spending much time kissing you, talking to you a million things that means nothing.
Yes, darling.
Your happiness matters to me, and I don't want you complaining or stressing. I hate stress a lot.
I know
That's
you do,
why.
darling.
Yeah. I can't wait to get to hear from the United Nations and
No, well, I'm sure they'll
finally
get back
done
to you
with
tomorrow.
everything.
Or they might even get back to you
Yeah,
later tonight if they're not busy.
yeah, I'm pretty sure about that.
Yeah,
Cause I got a job well done confirmation. I told you, right?
you did, darling, yes. Did they give you a
Yeah,
gold star as well and an A plus?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought they might have done.
you're very you're a very smart and intelligent woman. Are you
Anyway,
there?
yeah, I better go and do the washing up, darling.
Okay, darling. You take care of your beautiful self, and I'm kissing your neck right now to say good night to you, darling.
Okay, then, good night.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm kissing your eyes as well.
Okay, then, good night.
Yeah, come on. You give me a good night kiss too, honey.
Yeah, darling. I'll talk to you again
Yeah, I'm
tomorrow.
waiting. Yeah, I'm waiting for your good night kiss, darling.
Yeah, well, keep waiting. Bye for now. Good night, my sweet lady, he said in the middle of the night. I hope today was lovely as you are, and I hope you wake in the morning feeling beautiful as ever. I love you to the moon and back. He called her the following morning. I've only included it for completeness. Nothing much was said. Love your sweet voice, he said at the end of the call, followed a bit later by, hello, honey.
Hello.
Oh, hello, darling. Sorry, I was just in the kitchen getting me breakfast.
Oh, that's pretty good. Good morning, darling.
Good morning.
Yeah, how was your night?
It was fine, thank you. How was yours?
Yeah, my night was beautiful. Because I talked to you, the last person I spoke to last night before I went to bed.
Sorry, I got a mouthful of cereal, darling.
Yeah, I said my night was fine because you're the last person I spoke to before I went to bed.
All right, darling.
Yeah, I woke up with the thought of you this morning.
Oh, well, that's nice for you, darling.
Yeah, so what are you making for breakfast?
It's a bowl of cereal with a banana, darling.
Oh, cereal and banana. That's yummy, creamy, you know?
Yeah, if you say so. What are you having for breakfast?
Yeah, I haven't got nothing yet, but I'm planning on taking some fresh vegetables like carrots and cucumber and the rest, you know?
Oh, that sounds very healthy, darling.
Yeah, I always want to get and be in good health for you always, you know?
Yeah.
So, what are your plans for today?
Oh, I don't really know yet, darling. It's a bit cold here. I was hoping to do some gardening, but it's a bit cold and miserable. What's the weather like where you are?
Yeah, the weather here is always cold and windy, you know?
Oh,
It's
is
on the
it?
sea.
Oh, dear.
Yeah,
It's cold and windy here, and I'm not
you
even at
know,
sea, so.
oh, right here, everywhere around the sea is always windy because the sea always comes with wind and cold.
Yeah, I suppose it.
Sometimes it gets cracky.
Yeah, I suppose it would do.
Yeah.
So, have you got any news, darling? Have you
So
have you heard about the retirement thingy yet?
no, I haven't got any news yet. I'm just waiting maybe during the day because it's morning right now. So I'm hoping during the day I'm gonna get some good news. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm sure you will, darling.
Yes, and it's a good thing, and I'm very very happy that everything is just going just fine. You know.
Yeah. Well, I can't see any reason why it shouldn't. I mean, when you're due to retire, you're due to retire.
Yeah, when you're due to retire, you're due to retire. But I'm a private contractor, and I I make my own decisions. You know.
Exactly. So they can't stop you, can they?
No, they can't stop me from retiring. They just cross checking all the companies I worked for if my job has been well done and I did 100% complete job for them. I'm sure that's all they're checking.
I don't see how that's any of their business or what that's got to do with you retiring.
Yeah, it's to keep a good profile and a good record. My reputation do matters a lot.
Yeah, but I don't see how that matters to the UN or how that affects you retiring. They can't force you
No,
to
it
carry
won't
on
affect my
working.
retiring. No, it won't affect me from retiring. They just want to make sure that all my job, I did a complete job. That's all they're checking on.
Right, I don't see how that's any of their business. But anyway, what is the
So
retirement
what are your
age?
plans for
What is the retirement age
you
in
said
Canada?
what?
I said, what is the retirement age in Canada?
Retirement age in Canada. I
Yes.
haven't really I haven't really gone through all the retirement ages in Canada. I'm not a Canadian citizen. You
Oh, I
know,
thought that was where you lived.
yeah, I'm living there doesn't mean I should know about the retirement age. Ever since I became private, I don't really, I don't really put my nose or put my mouth on things that don't really concerns me
How long have
about
you?
going to
How long
check
have you
for
lived in?
retirement age.
How long have you lived in Canada?
Yeah, I've lived in Canada for more than 10 years now.
More than
Like
10 years.
eight.
Where were you
Yeah,
living before that?
you say what?
Where were you living before that?
Before that,
Yeah,
I've
before
been
you went.
traveling. I've lived. I lived in US.
You lived in where? Sorry.
I lived in the United States.
Me interrupting. I expect you remember in the previous video, the one with the poor sound, where he said he'd moved to Canada at the age of 35. All right, well, what's the retirement age in the United States?
Yeah, you can work till you get to the age of at least like a 60, 65. You know.
No, but they must have a retirement age for most people. What is it?
Yeah, you say what?
I said they must have a standard retirement age for most people. What is it in the States?
They do retire people due to health conditions
Yeah, I know they
sometimes.
do,
So
darling, but
when you
they must have a standard retirement age that most people retire at.
yes,
What is it?
that's the age of 65.
Right, thank you. Because it's 60, I think it's
Yeah.
67 over here these days.
Oh, I see. Some people they're very good in good health and they can walk up to 65, and maybe after 65 they can have their own personal business that's working for them.
Oh, yeah. You can carry on working over here. You don't have to retire at 67. But that's how old you have to be before you can retire and get your pension.
Oh, that's really good.
Anyway, if you don't have anything else you want to,
So,
if you don't have anything else you want to tell me, I've got a bowl of cereal here which is going soggy.
okay, I'll let you have your cereal right now. Okay,
Okay
because
then.
I want my queen to stay healthy at all time.
Yeah, soggy
It's good
cereal's
hearing
not
your
good. I
it's
like
good
it
hearing
crisp.
your beautiful it's good hearing your beautiful voice this morning. And I wanted to know I appreciate it a lot because thinking about you now, coming to your beautiful voice, talking with you, it's a plus for me today. And I wanted to know I'm very happy talking to you
Oh, that's
because you
good,
always
darling.
bring joy to my heart. You know,
That's nice,
I
darling.
love you and I love you and I want to love and cherish you for lifetime.
I know you
I
do,
don't want
darling.
any obstacle to come between us.
No,
I
darling.
want to protect you. I want to protect you with everything I have to protect you, and I want to protect you even with the last drop of my blood. That's how much I love and cherish you.
I know you do, darling.
Yeah. Thank you for coming into my life.
It's a pleasure, darling.
Yeah. Love you. Now you can go have your cereal this morning, and I'll try and talk to you later when I try to get the proper connection for me to talk to, for me to link up with the direct helicopter company.
Yes,
You
darling.
know, yeah. I will try to talk to Lola this morning.
No, I haven't. 'Cause I expect the kids have just got, well, the kids probably left the school just about an hour ago.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So I'll talk to you later on, okay?
Okay
Love
then.
you, kiss kiss.
Okay then.
I'm kissing your neck right now, kissing your neck and your eyes right now.
I know you always are, darling. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
I love your sweet voice, he said when the call had ended, and then went off to spend the day trying to work out how he was going to produce what might seem to Denise to be a serious agency, how he was going to come up with quotes for helicopters, and to see what happened next. You're going to have to watch episode 18. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the never-ending saga of Mike Burr Thomas. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like, you can start taking bets in the comments about how many more episodes there are going to be, because I have no idea. I've been making this as I go along, because if I'd tried to make it retrospectively, I'd never have managed to sort out which calls went where.